You have outdated beliefs and you don't even know it. We all remember the character of Uncle Rico in Napoleon Dynamite, and we love that character because he's such a great comic relief. But there's something really dark about him. His character is living in the year 1982. He dresses like it. He drives a truck, a van that would be popular in 1982, and he's living in a moment of failure that he had in 1982. But the truth is that each one of us have beliefs about ourselves that are like Uncle Rico. Any belief that you have that is self-limiting, any belief that you have that limits what your potential is. I am too afraid. I am not smart enough. I tend to not do this sort of thing very well. I'm too afraid to go out. All of these beliefs are beliefs that are time warp beliefs that hold you back from being the greatest person that you could possibly be. These things are based in old ideas that you came up with throughout a lifetime. It's a mythology that you have built about your potential and who you are. These beliefs are often fear-based beliefs. They're often beliefs that make you do things that don't really make sense. Your perfectionism is linked to this. Your sense of never quite being good enough, smart enough, good looking enough. These things, they're all wired in to this bit of what I would like to call a computer code. A computer code that you have deep down in the way that you function that informs you of who you are in this world based upon things that happened a really long time ago. When I was a kid, I would get in trouble a lot. I had ADHD. It was at a time when there wasn't a whole lot known about how to deal with children who have ADHD. And so what would happen is I would need individualized attention. I would get in trouble in class for acting out. And then I would sit in the principal's office wondering what was going to happen to me for the rest of the day. I would completely stress out, and it informed who I was. I am trouble. I am too needy. I'm not smart. These kinds of things became an identifying belief that I had as a mythology about what I am. Take a moment and ask yourself, in what way have you buried some kind of computer code in your self-concept that changes the way that you react to things and the things that you tell yourself about your potential? Now ask yourself, in what way has this changed your life experience? Are you checking doors and windows before you go to bed at night? Are you afraid to fly? Are you in a place in your life where you're telling yourself that there really isn't much more that you can accomplish? Are you doing rituals with yourself because you think you need to do that before you go outside? Are you traumatized? Do you smoke cigarettes too much? All of these things. Where does the computer code come from that informs why you do those things? I'll wait. The chances are this computer code comes from things that happened a really long time ago. So what I want you to do is hone in on a habit that you have. Hone in on something that you do that you just know that it's not good for you, or an idea that you have about yourself that isn't constructive. Think about that idea for a moment. Name what it is. Okay? Now go back in your life and think about when you began thinking that thing about yourself. Go all the way back to your very first memory and then start moving forward in your life. Where did that idea come from? Were you picked on? Were you always at the head of the class? Were you leading other people? Where did that idea come from? And now, what is the effect of that idea at this point in your life? Has it hindered you or has it helped you? Think deeply about that, because sometimes it's something that could do both things. Now go deep into that idea and find out what the foundation of that idea is. The idea might be, I'm a failure. I'm not lovable. I'm not safe. I'm not good enough. And run your mind through that idea and begin to change that code. I'm not good enough. I'm always good enough. I'm not safe. I can create that safety around me, and I'm going to be okay. Change that computer code through mindfulness and thinking about the way in which that has had detrimental consequences in your life. Now, I want you to also evaluate the emotional content that these beliefs have, because they have come to define you. And what I mean by this is, in what way are you defensive of these beliefs? I can't change that. That's just the way I am. You don't know me, Jeremy. You don't know what I've been through. Is a very good reason why I feel these things and this self-concept. Well, I'll tell you what, I know you well enough to know that these concepts are distorting the here and now. It's distorting who you are now. Ask yourself deeply what those emotions are trying to protect you from. What are those beliefs that you have that you're holding on to that are locking you into an older version of yourself that you don't need to be anymore? You're no longer unsafe. You can walk past this roadblock. You can be a new version of yourself. You can rewrite that script. You don't need to be locked in the past, because this part of you is Uncle Rico. Now ask yourself a more practical question. In what way are these detrimental beliefs harming you professionally, socially, spiritually, even physically? In what way are these beliefs leading you to be trapped? The truth is, there really is nothing more gratifying than renewing yourself, than becoming a new and more heightened space of you, letting old things go and embracing new things. And I'll tell you the hard thing about this. Sometimes those old things are people. In what ways do you need to let go of some people's energy in your life, because that energy is no longer serving the greatest part of you? The people part of this can be sometimes the hardest part, because you have to let go of illusions that you have about what these relationships might have always been, while you were busy buying into an illusion about what these friendships have been. I've had to do this recently in my own life. I was involved with an organization where there was a deep sense of connection and family, and recognized over the past couple of years that it was all just nonsense. It was all just things that we ascribed to the organization and our relationships through this organization that really isn't based on reality. And I've watched it play out in my life as I have watched people act in ways that friends wouldn't act in. And so I've had to say, who are the actual important people in my own life? And how do I divest from relationships that I had always assumed were really important relationships to me, that really have never been relationships that served me in any way? That I was the one always doing all the work, that I was the one always bringing everybody together, that I was the one saying this is important, and others were the ones that were just simply there to take. In what way are you allowing people to just simply show up and take from you? And in what way are you willing to start putting yourself first for once? Having people around you that actually care about you and are as willing to give to you as you are to them. When are you going to stop being a doormat because of old mythology that you have built about the way things are, who your real friends are, and what you want to be in this world? My name is Jeremy. I've been a therapist for a really long time. I'm a coach. I can work with you. I can help you begin to remove these roadblocks and to start to do the hard work of believing in yourself in a way that you were born to believe in yourself. Go to mindfulmutiny.com because I would love to chat with you. Book a session with me. I'd love to talk to you. Now go be something great.